There are more questions about what is going on than there are truths about what is going on. You are seeing a usurpation of our rights, freedoms, and liberties. And it is time that you all stand up.
Colonel Allen West, former congressman from the state of Florida. But he has decided to make his home forever in the great state of Texas.
Thanks so much, Senator Hellfire. How's everybody doing out there? Okay? Hey, you know what we're here for? We're here to stand up and fight for what makes America, what makes Texas exceptional. And that's the indomitable entrepreneurial spirit that we have here in America. But the thing is that when you look at what has occurred in America, it takes me back to 1775, when George Washington asked a simple man to write an incredible pamphlet. The pamphlet was called The Crisis. And in that pamphlet, Thomas Paine wrote these immortal words. He said, "These are the times which try men's souls. The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will shrink from his service to this country. But till he or she that will stand for their country, they will deserve the love and admiration of all men and women." You're here today because you are fighting. You are not a summer soldier. You're not a sunshine patriot. You're standing up in the gap and understanding the criticality of this moment. How did we get to this moment? Back in 2012, in Roanoke, Virginia, a person that was the sitting president of the United States of America, running for re-election, said something that was the most offensive, the most heinous, the most despicable, the most disgusting thing you could say in the United States of America. He said that if you own a business, you didn't build that. But the sad thing is that he was re-elected. And this leads to what Marcus Tullius Cicero, the great Roman statesman, said about the arrogance of officialdom. That when you have a person make a statement like that, and you still re-elect them to be your president of the United States of America, you are only rewarding bad behavior. You are only telling people that we don't think that small businesses are important. We don't think that the American people are important. The only thing that's important in the United States of America is the institution of government. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that's bovine excrement. How many soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen we got here today? Raise your hand. Thank you for your service. I see every single one of them, just like the Oath Keeper just said, every single one of us took an oath. We took an oath not to a political party. We took an oath not to a person. We took an oath to our Constitution. And I got to tell you, last time I whipped out my Constitution, I kind of read through it. I don't see anywhere where it says any elected official has the enumerated power to tell you you got to stay in your house. As a matter of fact, when you read the Declaration of Independence, the reason why we separated from Mother England, because they no longer had the consent of the governed. Clay Jenkins, wherever the Sam Hill you are, you don't have the consent of these people here in Dallas, Texas. Show me where an edict, an order, a decree, a mandate that comes down from an elected official supersedes your constitutional rights, supersedes your inalienable rights. It does not happen. We live in a constitutional republic. We don't live in a monarchy. These people who have been elected, and let me tell you something that was really funny to me. I'm not a doctor. I know the doctor was up here. I ain't no scholar. I'm just a dumbass paratrooper using airplanes, okay? But let me tell you something. I find it really dadgum funny that the same people that are telling you that you can't go out and earn your living, they ain't giving up their dadgum paycheck. And guess what? Who provides them their paycheck? Do you think that they're going to give you a tax holiday coming up soon? Absolutely not. This is what happens. This is tyranny, ladies and gentlemen. When you look at healthy people and you tell them they can't go out of the house, When you look at Americans and you tell them they can't go out and play t-ball with their kids at a park, how stupid is it a guy can be out in the middle of the daggum ocean paddleboarding and you go up and give him a citation? That is not liberty. That is not freedom. And if there's one place that should be standing up for liberty and freedom and individual rights, is this state of Texas, the Lone Star State. They do not have the right to do what they're doing. All they're doing is driving you into a state of fear and panic and paranoia and hysteria. You've heard everyone talk about the numbers. Those numbers don't add up to what is happening right now. And there are more questions about what is going on than there are truths about what is going on. You are seeing a usurpation of our rights, freedoms, and liberties. And it is time that you all stand up. You know, my mother raised me with a real interesting saying. She said, a man must stand for something, or else he'll fall for anything. And ladies and gentlemen, the United States of America, the great state of Texas, has fallen for something that is absolutely nefarious, absolutely despicable. We are free people. And in the words of Thomas Jefferson, he said, in matters of style, swim with the current, but in matters of substance, stand like a rock. You need to stand like a rock. Let me tell you about life. Every now and then, if you're lucky, you get that opportunity in life to make a difference, to make a stand. In Romans chapter 5, 3 through 5, it talks about trials and tribulations, and how trials and tribulations can bring forth perseverance. And perseverance brings forth character. And character brings forth hope. Not hope in man, not hope in government, but hope in something that is greater than yourself. The person that gave us our inalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In James chapter 1, it talks about count it all joy when you come into trials and tribulations. See, we want to be strong. We want to stand like a rock. In Esther, it talks about being made for a time such as this. The woman that we are here to celebrate and honor, I call her the Rosa Parks of our generation. Now I know some of y'all, maybe your kids, y'all don't get history taught to you. Rosa Parks, December the 1st, 1955. A simple woman, just an everyday, ordinary American woman, who was told that she had to go sit at a certain spot on the bus. It didn't say anything about her rights and freedoms and liberties. It was all about someone deeming whether she was essential enough to sit where she wanted to sit, or she had to succumb and be told where to sit. And Rosa Parks said no. Rosa Parks said, I'm an American woman. Rosa Parks said, I'm going to sit where I want. And Rosa Parks said, I'll be damned what the consequences are, because I am free. And from Rosa Parks, there started a movement in the United States of America that allows a kid like me, born in the inner city of Atlanta, Georgia, to stand before you all today. That's what Americans do. Y'all about to hear from our Rosa Parks. A woman who stood up in front of the Sadducees and the Pharisees. And she said, you don't own me. When the judge, Eric Moyer, and let me tell you something, Clay Jenkins, next time you're up for re-election, bye-bye, brother. Eric Moyer, you're up for re-election this cycle, bye-bye, brother. But for that judge to look at an American woman, a small business owner, and say, you must grovel before me. I want to hear you apologize. You are selfish. And at that moment of time, that time that we're so lucky if we get to have it in our lives, when you can either swim with the current or you can stand like a rock. This woman from right here in Dallas, Texas, she stood and said, it ain't selfish for me to want to take care of my children, to take care of my family, to run my business, to take care of my employees. This woman said, as Patrick Henry said, you can give me liberty, you can give me death, you can send me to the jail, but I am not going to give you the power over me as an independent, individual American and Texan. That's what she said. The movement starts right here. It starts right now. It starts today. Because we're about to hear from a woman that embodies everything that Texas is all about. And if we're going to be the Lone Star State, the other 49 will not shine as bright if you don't have this star to shine. When we say reopen Texas, it's now incumbent upon us to go out there and do it. You tell these people that want to institute this illegal martial law. You tell these people that want to institute this house arrest. You tell these people you don't have the enumerated power to do what you're doing. One of my favorite movies, and I'm going to turn it over to Shelley, is the movie Spartacus, not that new mess that they came up with. I'm talking about the original with Kirk Douglas. And in the end, when they had captured all of those slaves, those people that had stood up against the Roman Empire, and he stood up and said, give me the man Spartacus. And one by one, they stood up and said, I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus. I'm Spartacus. No, I'm Shelley Luther. You're Shelley Luther. You're Shelley Luther. Every one of you across the street, you're Shelley Luther. Ladies and gentlemen, Shelley Luther.